Welcome to this practice of pebble meditation. A visible object like a pebble or a small rock, perhaps less than 2 or 3 inches long, can be quite useful for both taming and training the mind. A pebble is very helpful in taming the mind because it's very stable, obviously, particularly relative to our often wild mind. A wild mind that zooms in and out of the room, into the past, out to the future. The pebble just sits there. So if we let our mind rest on a visible object like a pebble, the mind is encouraged to become a little more stable. So to do the pebble meditation, you would generally want to begin your morning meditation as you always do, becoming grounded in the body, your posture, and letting your attention first rest with the breath to just begin to quiet and stabilize the mind and to know that you're fully present. Then, with your pebble in front of you, we'll begin short rounds of pebble meditation practice. Each round will be 2 or 3 minutes long, and there'll be multiple rounds on this recording that you may choose to do as few or as many as you'd like to help strengthen your concentration. Please note that you want a fairly neutral rock, not one that you think you can see George Washington's face in, or anything that's particularly interesting. We're not trying to do any type of analysis of the rock, where it came from, what it looks like. We're simply trying to use it as a stable object for our attention. You want to have the rock at a level, whether you're sitting on a chair or on the floor, that permits you to look down at about a 45-degree angle at the rock. So if you need to support it by putting something under it or pushing it out on the floor in front of you, please do that. So before you begin your normal morning meditation, to have your rock set up can be quite helpful. So I will invite the bell in just a moment, and the invitation is to then hold the attention on the pebble for the 2 minutes. For most of us, our attention will drift from time to time. That's fine. Without judgment, simply bring it back to the pebble and keep it there until the bell rings to signify the end of our initially 2-minute period of sitting with the pebble. Relaxing the mind now. Just letting your mind totally be relaxed. If you felt a little bit of tension while focusing on your pebble, you may have been concentrating a little too hard, but if you felt you were drifting, you may have been a little too loose. But in this in-between period, you want your mind to just now totally relax so you can look away from the pebble. Just rest with your breath or just rest in the space that's all about us. So now we'll be inviting the bell again for a second 2-minute period, again of concentration practice using your pebble. So once again, just relaxing, moving your gaze from the pebble and just letting your view be open, spacious, and your mind totally relaxed. And you may notice as you're doing your meditation earlier and gazing at the pebble that we don't need to block anything within your field of vision. We're simply trying to make the focus of attention this very small object of the pebble. But again, we don't have to limit the peripheral vision. We're not trying to block out any sounds or anything else that's happening. We're simply keeping in the foreground the attention on the pebble. So we'll do one final round, this time for 3 minutes. So give it your all, bringing your attention back to your pebble. And when the bell is invited, please do your final practice of pebble meditation. So once again, relaxing your mind. Just resting. And just noticing how that feels. So this is an exercise, this Pebble meditation, that can be incorporated in throughout your normal weekly meditation anytime you feel it would be beneficial to strengthen that muscle of concentration. If you feel that the mind is drifting using the breath, you may find that having a visible object like your pebble really helps to focus the mind and bring it into a greater place of calm and stillness. So enjoy your meditation.